going on, guys? Hardin County Manufacturing Company here. Today we're going to be making a set of soft jaws for our air vises inside our Haas mill. This is what allows me to run the machine with a robot, run a fully automated lights out manufacturing. Now you can see I got a set of blank jaws here. So what are soft jaws? They're a way for me to hold on to oddly shaped parts. You can see here, something that wouldn't fit easily in a regular flat face jaw. So we're going to be taking this piece here and making it fit the contour of this part I need to make. You can see here we're going to be making some pockets for some Talon grips, the part, a 0 point, a couple other things. So let's get to it. Alright, got loaded up in Fusion here. I've already designed this and I've even programmed it. I'll show you here real quick. We're just going to come through, get all this hogged out here, finish with that profile, chamfer everything, come and drill the holes for the M5 screws. I can show you here. We're going to go ahead and simulate this, make sure everything looks good, crank that speed up. Make sure no collisions. I don't see any red down here, so we should be good. You can see everything looks like it's going to work fine. So we're going to go ahead, go up here to post-process, put this here on my desktop, and I'm just going to name it something I know. Go ahead and post it. I'll get this on the USB drive and we'll head out to the machine. All right. So the first thing I got to do, I got to set my tool offset. The only tool I had to put in here that is not set up is that 4.2 millimeter drill in there. So I'm going to come into my offset page. I'm going to call up tool 6, so T6, ATC forward. Switch that over. Alright, I'm going to set the tool offset on this. I'm going to get a handle jog. It's going to bring up my offset page. I'm going to scroll all the way to the right. You can see it says length non-rotate. It means it's just going to come down and probe the tool without rotating it, which is just fine for this. We really don't need any approximations here in the length or the diameter for this cycle. It's just going to come up, come down, probe the tool. No problems there. So I'm going to go ahead, come over here, go to automatic probe options. I'm going to probe the selected tool. And then I'm going to hit cycle start. And it's going to go ahead and measure it. Alright, so at this point, as the only tool I need to set up, we can go ahead and probe our work offset and get to machining these parts. Alright, so I got my probe called up here, and we're going to go ahead and jog over the center of this first vise. Slow that down here, slow it down. That's pretty close. I don't want it to probe exactly on this line here just because that's where the jaws intersect. So I am going to have it just off. Right, so I'm going to go back into the offsets tab here, going to go to the work offset page. We're going to be using G54, which is the first offset. We're going to go to probing actions, and we're going to probe a web x-axis. That's going to probe it center this way. I could have it probe on both sides, X and Y, but I don't want it to center over this line here and throw my reading off. So we're going to just do one at a time. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And it just gives me everything I need here. So it's a 6-inch jaw, so it's about 152 millimeter. I'm just going to ask for that here, 152. Make sure you put the decimal. Go ahead and put that in. Z, I'm going to have it go down 1/2 inch is fine, which is where it's at. We're not going to offset it. I'm coming back up here. I am not going to have it probe Z. There's really no reason for it here at this moment. So I'm in position. It is work offset G54, so we are good to go. And we're going to go ahead and run it. Alright, so we got the x-axis. Now we're going to do the y. I'm going to jog this a little bit closer into position here. Now that we already got the x, so we don't have to worry about it coming over here and hit that edge. So I'm going to go back into the offsets, go over to work. There, so we're setting G54 y-axis. We're going to go back in the probe. We're going to do the y-axis this time. Select there. It's G54. We're in position. I'm not going to have it probe Z. Y, 6-inch vise and metric, about 152 with the decimal. We'll have it go down 1/2 inch, and we don't need to offset, so we are good to go. Pick up that y-axis. Alright, we have one more position we need to pick up, and that's going to be the z-axis, which is this way. I'm going to probe it in the back, in the middle, just because I'm going to have some engraving that this is going to do. So the z height is pretty critical for that to show up here. So I'm going to jog this back here, straight back, about right here, because that's where that engraving goes. We're going to do the same thing. Go into work. Probing options, and I'm going to go to single surface this time. So this one's real easy. Offsets G54, and I'm just going to select Z. I need to tell it how far to go down. I'm just going to tell it to go down. It really doesn't matter as long as it makes it there. 1/2 inch is fine. So I'm good to go. We're going to hit cycle start. Alright, and we got our offset set. Alright, so I got my work offsets, my tools are set up. I got my program loaded in here. It's essentially just going to come in, get a pocket in each corner for some grippers to grip the raw stock for operation 1. And it's going to come in here and go along the profile of the part, so when I flip it over for operation 2, it'll fit the part perfectly. I can't really show you the part, but I can show you the outline, that's no problem. But let's go ahead and get this going. All right. Alright, truth, just make sure these Talon grips fit in here. And nice and snug, perfect. Cool, I'll get the holes tapped and we'll be all set. Alright, got everything tapped here, get everything cleaned off. I'm going to go ahead and install these Talon grips. Alright. Right. Cool. Alright guys, we got that finished up. Go over a couple things here. You can see that my part will fit right in here after I do the first operation. Whenever I have just the raw stock in the first operation, these little Talon grips, made by a company called Mighty Bite, they grip down into the material. I'll flip it over with a robot, come in here, clamp, get the rest of the material off, and I'll have a finished part. I got this as a 0 point for my second operation until I can get the probe in there after I remove this material. You can see I have all my measurements here, so everything's pretty straightforward. Line here gives me a location to get my material to approximately anyways, but that's how I get my soft jaws set up for fully automated runs with the robot. I appreciate it guys, thanks for watching and have a good day.